name is Mari Van Meter. My pronouns are she and her, and I am your worship associate today. Today for our chalice lighting, I'm reading The End is the Beginning by Katie Gelfand. We call forth the life of our faith by igniting our chalice. This spark of new beginnings invites us into a sacred space to reflect where we have been and where we are going. Even knowing that this particular flame will intentionally end with our ritual extinguishing, we fear not its end. We know with brave hearts that from every ending of our lives, we are sent forth to make a new beginning. Our church shares a covenant that we make with one another, a promise that helps us remind us of why we gather and how we want to be with one another. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in saying our covenant together. We unite to strengthen the bonds of kinship among all persons, to promote human dignity, and to increase reverence for life's creating, sustaining, and transforming power through worship, study, and service. Now please remain standing to sing our opening hymn, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and tongue, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place,
When we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place.
when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place,
We are blessed with love, amazing grace.
when our heart is in a holy place,
When we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our heart stirs within, and we feel the power of each other's faith.
when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
Our hearts were in a holy place, but our slide was not.
Thank you for having a seat, yes. You know, sometimes our hearts just have to be in a giggly place instead. It's okay. Thresholds. We cross them every day, from room to room, from outside to inside, and then back again. From here to there, from anywhere to everywhere, from age to age. Every threshold offers an opportunity for change, for renewal, for transformation from what we were and what we are into what we might want to be. In this hour, in this place, we cross a threshold from our day-to-day everydayness into a space and time attuned to the other, to the sacred, to the holy, into awareness of new life pregnant with possibilities. How will we be renewed this moment? How will we be changed by this hour? How will we be transformed through this gathering of beloved community? Come, you longing, thirsty souls. Come, let us worship together. Let us giggle together sometimes if we have to. Let us know that no matter what comes after us, we can handle it if we're handling it together. Hi, Caroline. We do have something in our Wonder Box.
We have
So I'm
something in the
wondering if
Wonder
everybody
Box.
wants to think and
We
wonder.
wonder what's in the Wonder Box.
What's? Well, just don't tell anybody quite yet. Think. Get in.
I don't need that. Hi. What? Rocks?
Yes,
Oh,
rocks.
rocks is a good idea.
Your guess was rocks too?
Oh,
Okay, those are
okay.
very good guesses. Reese?
Anybody else? What do you think might be in the Wonder Box?
Candles. Reese, that's a good guess. Candles?
Okay. A squirrel. Not today, but rubber bands. Oh. Oh, rubber bands. I like it. A calendar.
Nuts
So
is a
many
good guess,
good
too.
things. Nora, do you have another guess?
A flower.
A flower. Wow.
Okay, we have lots of good
We
guesses.
do have a lot of guesses. So I'm going to help to see this. I don't need that. Oh, thank you. I have a special thing around my ear. So does anybody know, have you been outside at the, like, where dusk is, and have you looked in the sky? Have you seen anything spectacular? Anybody here seen anything spectacular? Yeah, Caroline.
Fireworks.
Fireworks, yeah. Fireworks are fabulous. Fireworks. What have you seen, Nora? Fireworks. We all love fireworks. That was a huge. But there's this huge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a moon and stars. Is that what you were going to say, Evan? Yeah. So there's this huge moon right now outside. And do you know what? Yeah, it is a full moon. That's exactly. And it looks ginormous because it's just a little closer to the earth this time than it is usually. So it's bigger and it's brighter and it's larger and it's just there. And do you know what this new moon is called? It's called the wolf moon. It's called the wolf moon. So good job. So with that in mind, what do you think might be in the box? A moon. That's so close. A rock. You're still on the rock. Oh, wolf. Okay, Xander, it's yours. There we go. Look at that. It's a wolf. Very cool. Yeah. So the wolf moon is really, really bright, and we call it the wolf moon because wolves, when the moon is full, what do? They howl. Oh, right? And so when the moon is full, it's kind of a fun little time because we as people get to see a lot more because it's the full moon, so we get to see way more. And sometimes we go outside and we have fun there. Well, there was this gentleman who wanted to take his kids out, and he said, there are 3 rules of going outside and being with the wolf moon. In order to be able to see all kinds of wonderful things, right? Maybe wolves, maybe deer, all birds, all kinds of. What do you have to do outside in order to be able to see things in nature? Close your eyes? Use your eyes, yeah. But sometimes we have to be quiet. Right? And sometimes when it's cold outside, we have to rub our hands really, really hard together to make ourselves warm because it's freezing. And sometimes when it's really, really dark, hold on, Evan. When it's really, really dark, this is true for everybody in this room. Sometimes we just have to be brave. Go and look for the things that we want to see, even if it might be a little scary. So do you know what this person did? He wrote a song about it. Yeah, Evan, what do you want? That's okay. That's okay. It's okay to forget. Isn't that wonderful? We're teaching our children. It's okay to forget. And here's the song so that you remember all of those things. Will you help me with this? Because it takes some motion. Okay? Well, you gotta be quiet under the shining wolf moon. Can you follow those? Everybody. Well, you gotta be quiet under the shining wolf moon. Yeah, you gotta be quiet under the shining, under the shining wolf moon. And I'll tell you, you're going to hear that word wolf a lot. So if you want to howl, you can. Oh, well, yeah. What was the second one that I said? You gotta make your own heat under the shining wolf moon. You gotta make your own heat under the shining wolf moon. Come on, howling. You gotta make your own heat and you gotta be quiet under the shining wolf moon. And you gotta be brave under the shining wolf moon. Yeah, you gotta be brave under the shining wolf moon. Yeah, you gotta be brave, gotta make your own heat, and you gotta be quiet under the shining wolf. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, thank you. That was fun. So now the kids are going to go back to their classes. We're going to learn some things about life and how we live it. How about that? And we'll remember all those things because it's amazing. Being quiet and, I know, being quiet and being brave. As you go in peace, know my love is with you always. As you go.
As we approach the time for our offering, give what you will for the church that has meant so much to you, for the church that meant so much to those who came before you, and for the church that will mean so much to people you will never know. We give to remind ourselves how many gifts we have to offer. We give to remember that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. We give because we believe in music and sacred spaces. We give with the faith that together we have enough. Therefore, as the offering is passed, give generously into it, as though you were giving to your deepest hopes for this place, our world, and for one another, for so you are. If you are here for the first time this morning, please let the plate pass you by, because being here is your first great offering. The offering will now be accepted.
this holy place, I invite you to settle into your chairs, to put your feet flat on the ground. Take a deep breath in, and then a cleansing exhale, letting out any anxiety and tension that may have come with you this morning. Letting things go. As human beings, we do our best, and yet we accumulate shame, guilt, anxiety, worries about things that we've done, things we've left undone. I want you to invite in all of those voices which judge you this morning, which say you screwed up. All the parts inside which point out how you could have done better. The failures, the defeats, the places you missed something, the places you said something you wished you hadn't, all of that. Bring that right here in front of you. And put your attention on it. And hold it up to the light of day. And let it melt and evaporate. And then with one final blow, just let it go away. If repair is needed, make a plan for repair. If forgiveness is needed, allow the space for forgiveness. But allow your hearts to begin anew this morning. Allow your hearts to let go of all that you carried in that's been weighing you down. Allow your hearts to greet this new morning with joy and elation. And please, repeat after me. We forgive ourselves and each other. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. Thank you. On this Sunday morning, we take time to recognize all of the joys and concerns which exist within this congregation. Please do share with us what's going on in your life. If you have something weighing you down or something that you'd like to share, please send it in to me or Reverend Karen or the office, any of our members of the lay ministry, and we'll offer whatever support we can. This morning, we hold our hearts open for both our own country and the people of Venezuela. I don't think there are words to describe what's going on this morning because so many of us are kind of in shock. But we pray for everyone who may have been injured. We prayed for all the terrible consequences of using military force. We pray that this may not cause further harm either here or abroad. Closer to home, we send love and care to Hamilton Avila, who had a surgical procedure this week but is home and doing fine. Heal quickly and well, Hamilton. And we were sorry to learn that Bob Spielman was in the hospital again for a recurring challenge. We send lots of love to him and Karen. For all those who are suffering loss, who are going through hard times, who are suffering the anxiety of an unknown diagnosis or the challenge of a difficult one, for those who are alone or feel isolated, for those who are depressed. Know that you are not alone. You are held by this community. And we end on a happy note by saying congratulations to Elijah Krastev for graduating from his home high school program. Yay! The Krastevs are on a family trip celebrating, but make sure that you congratulate when you see next time you see him. For all of those intentions and any which rest in the silent sanctuary of your heart this morning, know that you are held and you are loved. And please join me in singing Spirit of Life.
Of the stirrings of the
Our first reading today is First Comes the Waiting by Reverend Erica Hewitt. This is a season of endings and beginnings, when the small signs of dawn pierce through the night and something new is born. But first comes the waiting. First comes the lessons of endings and beginnings, the presence of life, the sheltering spirit of love, grieves with those sweeping up the debris of loss, waits with those who restlessly reach out for change, and grants us courage in the night to guard each other's dreams for this holy, wondrous universe. Grant us, O universe unfolding in mystery, a sense of your timing. May we loosen our grip on that which doesn't serve us, leaving behind that which we have outworn or outgrown. Teach us the lessons of beginnings. Remind us that such waitings and endings may be a starting place, a planting of seeds which bring to birth what is ready to be born, something right and just and different, a new song, a deeper relationship, a fuller love, in the fullness of time. Thus ends the reading.
Sadness like a stone. We have yearned. We have sometimes felt so utterly alone. While we turn, we've been stricken by the wonder of it all. Stricken down. We have sometimes felt so faint we want to fall. Overcome, but all in all, I'd say this year in flight together has been fun. What say we make one more circle around the sun? We need each other, we cannot deny. There's no doubt. Let us leave another dream in outer space. While we're turning on this planet home. Say we make one more circle around the sun. Say this year in flight together has been a good one. What say we make one more circle One more circle, one more circle around the sun. Around the sun.
It's a beautiful video about making one more circle around the sun. Imagine it. So I'll start with the last line. Let's make one more circle around the sun. We just passed the shortest day of the year and we're getting this long, slow climb to the warmth of summer. A new beginning. Some of us have seen decades of them. Some of us, it's even closer to maybe a century of new beginnings. That's a lot of noticing the turning of the seasons, the passing of time. I know this Midwesterner who moved out to California, and they said they felt lost. It was 72 degrees and sunny every day. They said it felt like time ceased to exist. We don't have that problem here in Illinois. We know the year is shifting and that change is happening. And still, it's good to take a moment to mark the transition, to take stock and evaluate in this particular moment in time who we are and who we may want to be. And then to ask ourselves, how do we want to live in this coming year? Some of us make resolutions to be better, to eat healthier, to exercise more, to get up earlier, to meditate or journal, maybe work harder and procrastinate less, maybe procrastinate more. Maybe some people work a little too hard, not mentioning any names. But we make resolutions because it feels like it's a new chance to get it right. Maybe like we can start again, and this time we can be some perfect version of ourselves that we imagine exists. Well, not to burst your bubble, but there is no ideal human. There's no perfect version of Pam or Karen or Mari, no perfect version of any one of you. I mean, Lori Lance is pretty close. But, you know, for the most part, it's just us humans. And we've been born into this rapidly evolving world where everything seems to be changing, where we don't even know what's going to come next. And we weren't born with a handheld device that told us how to be human, no matter what Instagram may promise. Now, each of us have to make it up as we go along. We have to figure out what it means. And sometimes there's some wiser humans that have left some good wisdom that we can access and try to follow. But you know, sometimes we were raised by people who were barely grown-ups themselves, who were making it up as they went along and didn't have a lot to offer us. Sometimes we were born in families with a lot of inherited trauma, with histories of addiction or violence. Sometimes you're born in families where the parents are incredibly loving, but completely disconnected from reality. Maybe they relied on working too much to feel alive, or drugs or alcohol or those sorts of things. Maybe the people who raised you believed in the Madison Avenue propaganda and thought they could buy their way into winning the trophy for being the best human. Each and every one of us have gotten where we are today by trying to figure out some way to be human. And on this 4th day of January 2026, we've been using strategies and tactics that at some point in our lives worked, at some point helped us to get our needs met. One of my lifelong strategies has been a people pleaser. Not because all women are encouraged to be people pleasers, but because that's how I got attention in my family of origin. If I helped out, if I did all the stuff that needed to be done, then I got that wonderful mom smile that made me feel seen and loved, that made me feel a little bit safer and not alone. But people-pleasing is not the best long-term strategy for a full and happy life. And I've come to understand that I must value my own needs as well. And the irony is that by taking care of myself, I actually have better relationships with the people around me. You know, it's still a work in progress. Don't let me fool you. But when I honor my needs, I don't get stuck in those resentments and feelings of being put upon that happen when I'm always doing for everybody else. And when I stop simply trying to please other people, I can enter into real, strong, mutually sustainable relationships and not burn myself out. Spoiler alert, many ministers are people pleasers. But here's the kicker. Every one of us has developed strategies, these kinds of strategies. Some folks try to please people around them, but others have bullied, others have lied, others have become spectacular achievers to get their needs met. Some use anger or manipulation. Some use illness or victimhood. There are almost as many ways for people to get their needs met in this life and to strategies as there are people, because we develop them as young children without any filters telling us that there might be other ways to do things. We can only learn what we learned in our family of origin as it was happening. Because I think that's the whole basis of therapy, is just to help us see and tease out what we should let go and what no longer serves us. Because if we don't examine those things, those old strategies start working against us, start making us not be able to get our needs met in ways that if we don't look at them. I mean, an idea might be a parent who thinks that authoritarian rulemaking is going to get them love and respect, or the other parent who thinks that if they hold any boundaries at all with their children won't love them. Or the teacher who believes they always have to have the right answers and can never admit they don't know. Or someone who grew up not having anything and then gets to their life and continues accumulating and accumulating and accumulating without ever realizing that's never going to fill that hole. We are unique individuals navigating with tools that we may have outgrown and using strategies that might no longer fit our situations. As we begin a brand new 2026, we might stop and imagine what is possible to set down, to let go of, to make space for something else to grow in its place. And remember, this is not anybody's fault. Much of it has to do with all the isms that are ingrained in our society, the racism, ableism, classism, ageism, the ranking that society puts on people and that compares humans to other humans and makes it seem like some are better than others. Because each of us has been socialized to understand that we fall somewhere in that hierarchy. And we also have the understanding that the worst thing we could ever do is to reveal that we participate in that ranking. This is where we get the idea that there's some ideal Pam, ideal Karen, ideal Dave. Because if I fall in a category that I recognize as lower, I want to move up a bit. And so if I want to move up a bit, I might start treating people a different way to try to move up my ranking. But you know what we get from all of that measuring and striving and comparing? We get the belief that we are not enough. That is a false belief. Each and every one of us is enough. We are who we were meant to be. I've been thinking about this a lot and really letting it sit in and thinking like, actually it's amazing we all get along at all. With all the crap we bring with us from our lives, it's amazing we all can even be nice to each other some days. But I want you this moment to imagine that imaginary hierarchy of humans where a few special sit at the top, and we know who they are. They're the people with the most power, the most money, the very tall, beautiful, strong, whatever. But I want you to think about the most powerful person you know. Just think about them for a minute. Get a picture in your mind. Who is that? Now soften your heart a moment and think of the kindest person you know. Think of the wisest person you know. Are they the same people? Probably not. Are you drawn to people who are winning at life, or are you drawn to the people who see you and accept you for exactly who you are? Are you drawn to people who are comfortable in their own skin, who like themselves and don't judge other people because they don't judge themselves? If those are the people that draw you to them, maybe those are the people that we should be holding up rather than the people with all the goodies. Our society urges us to be constantly improving and becoming better versions of ourselves, to fit some mold that has nothing to do with who we are. Maybe we'd be happiest if we dropped out of the competition entirely. I've been reading a series of sweet murder mysteries. I think they're called cozies. Such a weird category. They're set in Canada, and they follow the protagonist, Chief Inspector Gamache, who offers a simple way to wisdom. In the book Still Life, Louise Penny offers there are 4 things that lead to wisdom, 4 sentences that we can learn to say and mean. I don't know, I need help, I'm sorry, I was wrong. End quote. These are 4 statements that Chief Inspector lives by, and they allow him to see things and experience things that most people miss. It makes him a good detective, but it makes him a better human. I don't know. I need help. I'm sorry. I was wrong. These sentences are actually the essence of humility, a very old-fashioned virtue, which tells us that we don't have to know everything to be self-sufficient, that we don't have to never make mistakes, that we can apologize and it's okay. Humility takes us out of the competition and allows us to just be okay with who we are. Because when we live within that competition, we build up defenses to hide our perceived faults behind a facade of perfection. And we judge ourselves harshly, and then we end up judging everybody around us, see how each of us are living up to our ideals. It's exhausting, and it's wrong. What if instead of trying to win some imaginary competition, we simply allowed ourselves to love the beings that we are? And I'm not the first person who said this, of course. You all know that. Wise people throughout the centuries have urged us to relinquish our egos, that competitive part of ourselves, and open our eyes to our common humanity, to see that spark of divinity which shines in every being. My favorite UU musician, Peter Mayer, who was supposed to play a minute ago, we're going to try again in a few minutes. Not quite yet. But he has a song that's called Fall. And he writes in there, what if the highest destination isn't up above like heaven? There's no need to fly at all. What if to reach the highest places, you have to fall? You can fall like a drunkard on your face, like a parachuter jumping from a plane, like an astronaut in space, or an acrobat making a mistake. What if all the sages simply memorized the pages of gravity? What if getting to the highest place is learning what you know right now, or getting to where you are right now, like coming home? Like coming home, like being perfect in this moment. We're in the beginning of a new year in our Western measure of time, a time of changing seasons and aspirations to find a better way to be in the world. And a common urge is to try to take control. This is why all those gym memberships skyrocket in January and peter out throughout the rest of the year. Because if we figure if we have control, we can make ourselves safe. But you know, all the sages, all the wise people throughout history have told a different story, a story of gravity, a story of surrendering and letting go and relinquishing, which allows us to own and claim our own soul, our deepest humanity. What have you been lugging around that would feel good to set down this morning? What might you surrender that no longer serves? I'm going to invite you to take just a moment or two to think about that. And then you're invited to come up and take a stone from the white basket and put whatever you're letting go of, and then drop it in this bottle of water, this vessel of water. Whatever strategies don't work anymore. Luis is going to play the song Fall quietly behind. You can let it go a couple times through if it needs to, and just make it quiet when we need to turn it off. I'm going to put my rock down. I'm going to try to drop a little bit more people-pleasing. And I invite you to come up as you want.
What if the highest destination of any given human life was not a place that you could reach if you had to climb? It wasn't up above like heaven, so no need to fly at all. What if to reach the highest place you had to fall? Oh, like a drunkard on your face, like a parachuter jumping from a plane. Oh, like an astronaut from space, or an acrobat from making a mistake. What if all the sages talking about realms out of reach memorize the pages of gravity? But what if getting to the highest places, like learning what you know? Oh, like going to where you are now, like coming home, like coming home. Oh, like Adam falling down from a strange unearthly angel's whence he came. Oh, finding a way of trusting in the ground, as if the highest and the lowest places, they are the same. The highest destination wasn't up above it all. Oh, what if to reach the highest place you had to fall? What if you had to fall? What if you had to fall? What if the highest destination of any given human life was not a place that you could reach if you had to climb? It wasn't up above like heaven.
Thank you all for participating. We are not competitors, rushing to the end of our lives to see who did it best. We are human beings having an experience of time, an experience of connection, an experience of growth and exploration and loving. Maybe on this January morning, we don't need to become better at all. Maybe the path to happiness is simply to accept the fullness of who we are with compassion and grace, and recognize that every single person around us is walking their own journey, doing their best. You are the most perfect expression of yourself you will ever be. Love yourself so you can offer your love to the world, because I believe that is all we are actually called to do. Love yourself so all the facades that have been built up through your life can fall away, and the world might have the opportunity to love you back. Together we begin again in love. Amen. Whether we want them or not, the new year will bring new challenges. And whether we seize them or not, the new year will bring new opportunities. Today we leave behind those things from the past which no longer serve our highest good, and walk out of this place lighter, clearer, more connected to the holy truth of who you are. Please rise in body or spirit and sing our closing hymn, For All That Is Our Life.
Please join me in saying our closing words together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of its truth, the warmth of this community, nor the fire of our commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world.
We